What is going on, everybody? Man, it's Thursday night, April 15th. Not too eventful of a week, not too eventful of a day. But we're here, and I'm going to start the show and just give you a little bit about what's been going on, stuff that I've been watching. I'm going to kick it off with some investing, where I'm at with that. Stocks have been not treating me so good this week. I put some money back into GameStop. GameStop went down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. For the most part, sideways. Still a small loss. There have been some IPOs that started out that ran up pretty good and didn't lose or make any money on those. Honestly, I was a little late to the party. Coinbase rocketed up to like 428 and then came back and crashed down at like 320. I managed my emotions for Coinbase because that was an easy FOMO right there. If we're being honest, that was a real easy FOMO, and I managed not to FOMO Coinbase. Adjust this a little bit. Oh, now I'm too big. Give me 1 second. Let's fix this camera right here. Just shrink it down a little bit. We'll move you over here. There we go. That's a little better. So that's what happened. There was two more IPO companies today that rocketed up pretty good. I wasn't following them either. The one thing that has rocketed up to the freaking stratosphere is Dogecoin. Dogecoin's sitting right now at 23 cents. This is crazy. Dogecoin at 23 cents is freaking nuts. If you're buying it on Robinhood, you're paying too much money. That is what I just put up a video about it. It's probably still uploading. But Dogecoin on Robinhood is listed at 26 cents, while Dogecoin on Voyager is at 23 cents. So Robinhood 26.9, pushing 27, and Dogecoin on Voyager 22.9. Almost a 3-cent difference from one to the other, and that's huge. And I can pull that up. I mean, we can pop it up right here. Look, right here we have Dogecoin on Robinhood. And I'm gonna put this right here, and then right here, I'll slide this over. You can see Dogecoin trading at the same time. Maybe that on Voyager, and the difference is pretty drastic. So if you're buying it on Robinhood, I would advise not to buy it on Robinhood. The downside is, look, you can just put money into Robinhood pretty quick and buy it. You can't do that with Voyager. It takes a minute to get your deposit. So that's happening. That's what's happening. Craziness in the stock market right now, and with coins, and even Bitcoin's high. Everything's high. Bitcoin's at 63,000. Ethereum's at 2,500. XRP kind of trading sideways for the most part, but that's pretty wild. It's pretty wild stuff. Let's see if anything else happened in the news. I don't know if there was too much happening. A little bit about the officer involved in the Dante Wright shooting. Not too crazy. Now, what is that? Chicago releases video showing fatal police shooting of 13-year-old Adam Toledo. That's sad. I don't want to see that. Closing argument set for Monday on Chauvin. We'll see what happens there. Dante Wright's the police officer in that case, Kim Potter, appeared in court for the first time. He's probably just pled not guilty or something. That's what that's what people do. So yeah, nothing really too crazy here. AMC stock did have a little bit of a push. People are just people don't know what's happening. Much wow. Slim Jim has a Dogecoin strategy. News of it sends Doge to a new ATH CoinDesk. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. The market right now makes no sense whatsoever. What's happening with it? Nobody knows. It's just, man, just leave it. I'm just gonna leave my money in Dogecoin right now. Just leave it in there. So that's happening. Let's see. At work, man. Look, the t-shirt business is tough. But I got both printers up and going today. So if you're following me for some advice on garment printing or DTG or DTF, I got both my donor printers in. So for my free jet, I bought an R1800, pulled the print head out, did a very cautious cleaning on this head. And this time I even went more in depth than I really have ever gone in the print head. So I took the print head out of the donor printer. I soaked it in my ultrasonic cleaner. I ran it through that. I reverse head flushed it. So I took a syringe with a hose and I put it on the nipples of the head, and I slowly pulled ink out of the top side of the print head till I started getting fluid. I took it from there, and I went and flipped it upside down. And I don't have a visual for this, and I should get one. So I'll probably do a separate video for that. But and I took the bottom plate off and separated the head from the manifold. So if you don't know what the manifold is, that's the plastic casing that is directing inks from wherever it's coming from, whether it's your ink cartridge or whatever. It's directing the ink into it. So I took those apart, and I took the little gasket off, and I blew it off, made sure it was dry completely, and then I took the manifold and I put my air hose to that, and I blew it out. If there was any ink stuck in the manifold, that may just not be in the head. So I blew that out, I reassembled it, and I put it in the printer, and I ran some head cleanings through it, and I was successful. I was able to get a good nozzle check on it and print quite a few shirts today. I had probably 20-something shirts to print today, if not more. I was printing them for a while. So that was cool. And then my 3880 donor showed up, and I did the same with that. I pulled the head, and I did the exact same process. And I actually ended up on the 3880 running into a separate problem that I have not had, which is really frustrating. I used white rip to control that printer, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't do a 2-pass print. So I sent the print through, and it would just spool, which was really frustrating. So I'm not sure what was going on with that. So I ended up having to run it on 2-pass and send only white and then only color to get it to print. Otherwise, it would just spool. Now, it would do a synchro print, and I did have a ticket into white rip about getting more vivid colors with synchro print. I don't think that a 1-pass print on a dark garment is going to be sufficient. I just don't think it's going to be enough ink fast enough. It doesn't lay down as much. But the FreeJet's working good. I did some DTF prints with it. I did some DTG prints with it. I did some DTG on the other one. Printed up my new Rogan shirt that's live, so I'll probably wear that one tomorrow. Today I have on the You Are Alive, take advantage of it, Gary V inspired t-shirt. Most of my closet is just black and gray. Couple white shirts. I do have a yellow Gang King of the Sting shirt in there, and then I have this blue one, but I'm trying to branch out. Trying not to be so unidimensional, you know what I mean? So that's cool. So the printers are up and going. I wet capped them as normal. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I do have, I think, 2 R2400s coming and still one more 3880, so I will have plenty of spare parts for the future, because I did not like being down for like 4 days. It just sucks. Outside of that, things are happening. Life goes on. We're moving forward. So I like it. So if you're joining the podcast and you're watching it and you want to join via Zoom, you can do that. I'm not going to be on too late today because I kind of got a late start. I got home late, and I still have to shower up and get cleaned up, and I have the dog here tonight, and I don't usually have him, and I think we're going to have a guest over, so he can have someone to play with as well. So that's cool. Outside of that, man, the world has not gone completely crazy. Like I said, I was just kind of browsing here through some of the news. The Conor fight is apparently back on, which is cool. Oh wow, look at that. Could Dana White cost Ariel Helwani, who's reported near $500,000 ESPN salary? I don't know. But Conor and Poirier are set to fight, so July 10th. Be looking forward to that. Looking forward to Dustin stomping that ass. If Conor loses to Dustin Poirier again, it's a hard comeback. It's hard to lose back to back to back and then come back and still run your mouth. I don't know, man. I don't know if he'll make it through there. What else do we have going on? We have 2 days. So Saturday, Ben Askren fights Jake Paul in a boxing match. So that'll be interesting. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe Ben Askren gets a good lick in. I think Jake Paul's going to take him down. Honestly, I think Jake Paul's going to pull the victory out because Ben Askren's not really going to take it serious, and he's not that serious of a guy. And I think Jake Paul takes boxing very serious, even though it's kind of a gimmick fight. I think he takes boxing very serious. I think he trains hard, and I think he'll have the advantage because of that. Even though if you stack him up, Ben Askren has a better MMA and fight history than Jake Paul, obviously. But at some point, that doesn't matter. At some point, sheer will to want to beat the crap out of that dude is going to win. So that'll be interesting to see. Look at that, my Dogecoin order. I put a limit order in on Robinhood for Doge at, now this is interesting, at 23 cents. And let me show you this real quick. It's here. It just filled my limit order at 23 cents, and it's still showing it at 25. So I'm a little confused by that. I don't quite understand. I just hit expand on that and it just kind of went crazy. So whatever. I don't know, man. Let's see where it goes, man. What if it goes to $1? That's cool. If it goes to $1, then I make like $500-600 on my investment. So whatever. That's cool. Some people out there are freaking loaded right now. Some people were loaded when Dogecoin hit like 5 or 8 cents. Imagine that. Imagine holding like 100,000 Dogecoin. Thing goes to $1. It's crazy. It's nuts, man. So that's cool. But hey, you know what? Sometimes no news is good news. You know? Oh my God. Francis Ngannou is talking smack to Tyson Fury. I don't know, man. The thing about when you get in boxing, like we saw with Conor going into boxing with Floyd, is you take away so many weapons. Like so many weapons out of the MMA arsenal. Like all the weapons. And not only that, you put on those big gloves, it's a lot harder to sneak punches through them gloves. It's easier to block. It's harder to sneak those quick jabs through there. Even though the gloves are heavier, and I don't know, man. I just think someone like Francis, as hard as he hits, dude, I don't know. How hard does Tyson Fury hit? That's a big dude. That's a big man. He's like 6'9", like 300 pounds. He's huge. I think Francis could take a hit, but also keep in mind that he's going to be up against somebody that can't hold it. You're just going to beat him. Francis is a terrifying man. But also, I think in boxing ring, Tyson Fury is probably pretty terrifying too. So is Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury didn't give 2 Fs about Deontay being in there. I'm not going to give 2 Fs about Francis Ngannou either. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. Look at Kale Sonnen. Kale Sonnen says a rich guy can't buy integrity. Slams Conor McGregor is legitimately upset with Dustin Poirier. He probably is upset. I think Conor is so prideful that when someone calls him out, he can't take the hit to the pride. So yeah, he probably is upset. Doesn't like that at all. Yeah, Virgin Galactic. Richard Branson sells off $150 million worth of stock. That's a lot of money, man. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh, wow. Dogecoin is now the 8th largest cryptocurrency. That was 3 hours ago, so it might even be higher than that, honestly. That's crazy. That's insane. Insane. But tech took a big hit. That sucks. That really sucks. But like I said, I'm not going to be out here long today. So if you join the stream, I do appreciate it. Leave me some comments or at least hit the like button. That'd be cool. I do appreciate that. And, I'm going to try to find some more fun stuff to post. Honestly, I've been pretty stressed out lately with work and a lot going on, which is life. So trying to find some humor in the craziness at this point. Find something fun to look forward to. I think I'm going to watch the rest of the Blacklist tonight, and then probably watch some Dexter because we're rewatching Dexter. You know, if you need some fun shows to watch, I don't realize how many the younger crowd hasn't seen some of these great shows. So Dexter is what we're rewatching right now. Made it mostly through Rescue Me. If you haven't watched Rescue Me, that's also a great show. It doesn't bode too well in today's climate. It's a lot of stuff that's like, cringeworthy to watch now just because of the climate. Doesn't offend me, but it probably would offend everyone and their mother if it came out in modern times. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, hopefully we'll have some more stuff to talk about this weekend that's not super crazy. I'm not going to get crazy political. We'll just, unless something comes out that's kind of fun to watch, try to get a guest on here too. See what we can stir up. So if you want to be on the podcast, just leave me a comment on the videos, and we just set you up with Zoom, man. You don't need any equipment. If you got a phone, you can be on the podcast. We zoom you right in. We'll put your little screen up here on the corner, and we can have a conversation about whatever you want to talk about. Life, politics, entrepreneurship, side hustles, TikToks, YouTube, gaming, drones, any of that stuff, man. I like all of it. I like gadgets. I like toys. You want to talk about Teslas? I got a Tesla. You want to talk about motorcycles? I've done motorcycles for 15 years. At this point, I could talk about bikes, I guess. Not super exciting for me. But if you want to talk about motorcycles, we can talk about motorcycles. That's cool. I know a lot about motorcycles. Fiberglass, manufacturing parts, just about anything. You need some tips selling on Amazon. You need some tips making t-shirts. You need some tips making designs, selling on Etsy. You want to get your feet wet. Any of that stuff. Just leave me a comment. Hit the like button. Let's get you on here, man. Why not? Let's see what you want to talk about. Or we could just have fun, man. Tell some jokes. Tell some dad jokes. Try not to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Have some good times. That all sounds good to me. Sometimes you just want to hang out, BS with people. But let's turn on this one to public here, and we'll go ahead and upload my Dogecoin video. Turn that sucker on, and man, maybe tomorrow we'll talk about Dogecoin at like $50. Who knows? I wish GameStop was a little more exciting than it's been. Honestly, sitting at 156. It's gross. Gross. GameStop should be at 200. Let's go. 200. I'm not asking for much. 200. Make it happen. All right, man. This is going to be it for me. I'm going to go get my night started. If I don't end up doing anything exciting, I'm still awake, I'll definitely come back and see what else is going on in this crazy world. Till then, I'll catch you next time.